morning, everyone, and welcome back to another week of Nexus Grain Market Updates. It is Tuesday morning, the 12th of May at 9:26. Let's get to the markets. Presently, a bushel of corn is $4.38 for old crop corn across the Nexus terminals. I'm $4.60 for new crop corn. Soybeans are at $11.41 for old crop beans and $11.30 for new crop soybeans. Compared to 2 weeks ago, corn right now is up about 3 pennies. Looks like that's about what the market's trading at right now, up about 3 for both old and new corn. Past 2 weeks, that's about, again, that's about 2 cents higher for both those. Across a period of the past month, that puts me up 30 cents for a bushel of corn in the past month, both old and new. So again, corn has been very good property the past 30 days. Soybean market is, it's also been fared very well. Again, it's pretty well fueled by a couple of things. One, international trade, and two, petroleum. I'll get into all that here in a minute. Bushel of soybeans that I just quoted you right now is up about 30 cents in the past 2 weeks, and up about 60 cents in the past month for old crop soybeans. New crop soybeans, not quite so well. We're up about 30 cents in both the old and the new. So soybean market is holding its own very well. We'll get into the S&Ds, but what we're looking at cusp of today is a WASDE is coming out at noon Eastern time today, 11 o'clock our time. I'm not really looking for any fireworks. Again, this is one of these mid to late season WASDE crop production reports. We may get a surprise. We may get a yield surprise. We could get a acreage surprise. We could get a usage surprise. Any of those surprises can happen. I'm really not looking for it. The rest of the S&Ds, we are ahead of pace. If you listen to yesterday's report, we're at 72% planted in Iowa. I believe that number is quite conservative from what I've seen. My number right now is Iowa's probably just a tick over 90% corn as of this morning. Minnesota 68 versus 5-year average of 55. Again, my number right now is standing right at about 82 to 84% in Minnesota. So what are we looking at? We are looking at above average temps in the next 6 to 10, 8 to 14. And above average precip. So we get the rest of our crops in, the precip comes, we're going to be in really pretty good shape. The outside markets that are really influencing things, again, go back to our petroleum. Not a whole lot change is occurring in the petroleum market. Our crude oil is still trading around $100 a barrel. That's really forcing the soy oil to do what it's done. Soy oil continues on the pace that it's on. There was a record set last week. We got up around 54.5% of a bushel of soybeans. Product value-wise, around 54.5% is soybean oil. So that's backed off today a little bit to around 53.5%. But again, we're still tickling at these record highs for the value of oil in a bushel of beans. There will be some expansion. Just count on that in that area, and we will see greater and greater expansion of biodiesel production, and primarily soy-based biodiesel production. Just count on that. The funds report, another record has occurred, 365,000 contracts long as of last night in the corn market. That compares to, I go back to the 17th of April, we were long about 134,000. So again, more than double the amount of length in the corn market. The funds are really happy to be long corn. Soybeans, not quite as friendly. But yet we're long 211,000 contracts in the in the soybean space. That compares to 171. versus the 17th. So again, quite a bit of length is still being carried, and by the looks of things today, we're only getting longer with the bean market up 9 pennies, old crop 6 pennies versus the new crop. The soybean market is continuing to hold out on next week's Trump Z meeting. Now, with that said, our export inspections report is still plugging us in about 5% behind pace right now we're plugged in at about 1,465,000,000 bushels of soybeans. Yesterday's number was 24.1 million. Not a bad number, really not a bad number. But again, the market is the market is really believing that maybe something's going to come across here. We're far from the 11th hour. We've got about the last third of our export season still remaining, and stranger things could happen. Corn export number wasn't too bad either, 66.6. I'm sure you've heard that by now. We're still ahead of pace by about 7. When you really look at the sales that are backing all this up, the export sales report is far more tempered, a little more even-keeled. I'm showing the export sales statement. Corn's about 3% ahead of pace, and soybeans about 3% behind pace. So not near the extreme that the inspections report is showing. I will tell you that we continue here at Nexus forging forward with the development of the Nexus web-based app. If you haven't heard from a person reaching out to you directly, you will be. And I want to encourage your use of the app. Basically, the app is a fully functional tool, and we have some very skilled professionals here for your usage, and we're here to show you how the app would benefit you in terms of being able to check everything that you've ever checked before by speaking to a person we love to talk to. We love to know who you are. We also love that there's an ability for you at any time at your convenience to be able to get all the answers that you've ever asked for. So again, it's a fantastic tool. We continue to promote that. So with that said, I want to thank you for your business. Harvest is getting wrapped up. We still have a lot of corn that needs to come to town, get moved. We know that. We're here for your service there. And if anything that any of us can do for you, just reach out to us. I thank you very much, and have a great day. Goodbye now.